subscribe and support. I am Natasha, and the story I'm about to share will keep you awake at night, questioning the boundaries of reality and terror. This chilling tale unfolds in the desolate, fog-shrouded town of Ravenswood. Ravenswood was a place that time had forgotten, a forsaken enclave where the living and the dead seemed to coexist. Its history was a tapestry of dark secrets and unspoken horrors, and I was inexplicably drawn to it, seeking inspiration for my writing. One moonless night, as an eerie mist rolled through the town, I decided to explore an abandoned mansion that had long been whispered about in hushed tones. Locals referred to it as the Ebon Keep, a place said to be cursed by an ancient malevolence. Armed with my camera and a trembling resolve, I made my way through the dense fog toward the mansion's imposing gates. The wrought iron gate creaked open of its own accord, as if beckoning me inside. The mansion's facade was a grotesque blend of Victorian elegance and decay. Ivy choked the walls, and shattered windows stared like empty eye sockets into the abyss within. My flashlight's beam cut through the thick darkness, revealing ornate but rotting grandeur. Inside, the air hung heavy with an oppressive silence, broken only by the echo of my cautious footsteps. Dust-covered chandeliers hung like specters from the ceiling, and the walls seemed to pulsate with a malevolent energy. As I ventured deeper into the mansion's labyrinthine corridors, I began to hear it, a haunting, melodic hum that seemed to seep from the very walls. It was a mournful tune, filled with sorrow and longing, and it sent shivers down my spine. The source of the music led me to a decaying ballroom, where a grand piano stood bathed in an otherworldly light. It played by itself, its keys moving with a spectral grace, the melody weaving a spell that ensnared my senses. I approached the piano, mesmerized, and its haunting song grew louder, filling the room with an ethereal presence. The air grew colder, and wisps of shadow danced around me, taking on sinister, contorted forms. Suddenly, the room plunged into darkness, and I felt an icy hand on my shoulder. Panic surged through me as I tried to flee, but an invisible force held me in place. The room filled with a ghastly, chilling presence, and I saw apparitions materialize around me, the tormented souls of those who had met their end within these cursed walls. Their hollow eyes locked onto mine, and they whispered their stories of torment and despair. Their voices merged into a cacophony of anguish, threatening to drive me to madness. I realized then that Ebon Keep was not just haunted, it was a prison for lost souls, a place where the living and the dead were forever intertwined. Desperation consumed me as I fought to break free from the invisible grip. With every ounce of my being, I struggled against the malevolent force that threatened to claim me. It was a battle between life and death, between sanity and madness. Just when it seemed all hope was lost, a blinding light erupted from the piano, banishing the shadows and releasing me from their icy grasp. I stumbled out of the ballroom and ran from Ebon Keep as if the very hounds of hell pursued me. I left Ravenswood, vowing never to return, but the memories of that night continue to haunt my every moment. I learned the hard way that some stories are best left untold, for they hold secrets that can ensnare even the bravest of souls in a never-ending nightmare. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.